Welcome to Threaded Treasures with Angela, and I am Angela. It has been a few months since I have been on this channel. This channel is all about Flosstube and some things that are going on with life and stuff. I might just talk about different ideas but it's mostly about Flosstube. I have been really crazy busy. A lot has gone on in the past few months. I haven't been able to do a show, but throughout this Flosstube, I will kind of tell you what's been going on through the past few months. I wanted to start out, let's see, I think the last time I was on here, it was after I had gone to the cross-stitch retreat in Texas. So it's sometime after that, but have been really busy. A lot has gone on with the family. We've had some sicknesses. My granddaughter had surgery. I went to Washington and stayed with my son for just a couple nights and visited with my grandkids. They are usually here for the summer, but they are in Washington now, so I don't get to babysit them in the summertime. I miss them really bad, but I hope they're having a good time this summer and enjoying some quality time with their dad when they get the time. So anyways, let's see. I am gonna start out with this project that I have worked on. I started it after my last Flosstube and I finished it quite quickly. I have a couple more things to do to finish the whole project, but I got 2 things done. I actually started this when my dad had gotten sick and he ended up in the hospital for about 10 days. And so during that time, when I stayed with him, I just cross-stitched and just stayed there and kept him company. So anyways, my dad is now home and he's doing pretty good. He's been, having some health issues, and we've been just helping him along the way, just trying to do all the things to help him out, taking him to the doctor when he needs and stuff like that. So anyways, this is what I worked on. I worked on the Teresa Kogut Creative Whims Art and Needlework Frosty Pails. This is what I was working on. And I got the Santa and Mrs. Claus done while we were in the hospital. So I will show you the Santa. He was really fun to do. It was really fun to see him come alive here. It was really good. And then I did Mrs. Claus. I was really excited to get both of them done. I want to get the tree done. I want to get that done and get that pail done and get it all set up, because I know she has a Halloween one and she just recently came out with a 4th of July one. So I am very excited to get that 4th of July one done because I love patriotic and I love Christmas stitching. It's a lot of fun. So just gonna kind of make notes here. I took that, okay. Gotta tell you some cute stories of the quick trip I took to Washington to see my grandkids and to see my son. They're just so cute. We kind of surprised them. They didn't know I was coming, and my son drives up and I get into the car and Rose was like, "Oh, Grandma, I didn't know you were gonna come." And Leona was, "I can't believe it, I'm so excited." They were so excited to see me, and I was so excited to see them and to see my son, because I hadn't seen him in a few months, but it had been a little bit longer that I hadn't seen Rose and Leona. And they were just so sweet. They were so sweet. In fact, one of the things Rose was saying, she said, "Oh, Grandma, I don't need my teddy bear to go to sleep. I'll just snuggle with you. So she snuggled with me and fell asleep for a little bit. So that was nice. So I thought that was a cute little thing for her to say. I don't need my stuffed animal, Grandma. I've got you. What a way to think about it. So anyways, let's see. I also want to talk about, so after that, yeah, I keep bouncing. Sorry. I'm thinking of the same thing and then I start talking about it and then I start making a different conversation but talking about the same thing. So don't think I'm skipping my conversation here. Anyways, I went to the 307 retreat. And the 307 retreat is put on by Jenny from the Cross Stitch Emporium, and I'm going to put her card out here. It is a new cross stitch store in Sheridan, Wyoming. And if you haven't followed her, you should check her out. She has a Flosstube for the Cross Stitch Emporium. She has watched, what was I going to say? She had the Flosstube while she was getting this store all put together, and it was pretty amazing to watch her get it started. And she now has the store open. You will have to watch her Flosstube. She's really nice. She's a very nice lady, and I just really enjoyed seeing her at the 307 Stitch Retreat. She did a fantastic job. It was her first cross stitch retreat, and I hope she does more, which I think she will be. We at the cross stitch retreat, it was so nice. I ended up sitting at a table where I didn't know anybody because I kind of went to the cross stitch retreat by myself, and I met some really neat ladies. It was so fun. I enjoyed getting to know them and cross stitch with them, and we gave each other, you know, our little table gifts, and it was so much fun. I was able to gift them all with a project bag that I had made. So I gave them each a project bag, and then I got some really neat things, and I wanted to share them with you and show you who made, you know, who I got from what and all that stuff. But this, I'm going to show you this one first so that I can put the other little trinkets that I got into the bag. But this was from Stephanie, and she has her own little crafty business. This is her card. The Crafty Chick Designs. And she makes all kinds of things, you know, little bags, and put this on the back, and she does t-shirts, and I don't know if she does hats or anything, but she might do hats. I don't know. You'd have to check her out. But it was really neat. I really had a good time. Here is this. I wonder if you could scan that and see what information she has on there. So in here, I have a few things that some of the ladies had come across to all the tables and gave little gifts. And I'll show you a few things that I got. Got this little pin. Isn't that cute? Oh, I thought that was so adorable. I don't know who gave it to me because that's all there was. It was this and no name. But I think they're so adorable. She had all different colors. Then we had got the lady who dyes the floss for Gloriana was there. She is one of Jenny's friends, and she gave everybody this floss that she dyed. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait to use it. I'm not sure what to use it on, but oh, I just think it's gorgeous. It is called Mesa Sunset, number 307. But that was really neat to get. I don't have a lot of silks, and I kind of want to dabble in it a little bit more and see what it's like to, you know, I haven't cross-stitched with silks. If you have cross-stitched with silks. Maybe you could comment in the link, comment below what silks are your favorites. I mean, I know we like them all, but is there ones that you like and why you like them better? Because I don't know. I did get a package of Vicki Clayton stuff that I picked up at the 307 store, which I'll show you in a minute. And I want to try that as well. But if you want to comment and tell me what silks you like, I would appreciate it. I'll check them out. Then I had gotten, let's see here, got some other things. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, this one has a tag on it. This has, oh, it also has a little charm on there too. But one of these the thread lotion thing. Thread wax. And I had got, oh, and there was a young lady. It was actually Stephanie's daughter. Her name is Kayla. And she does diamond painting. And she does big diamond paintings and small and little ones. And she was working hard on her diamond painting. She brought little ones. And she gave all of us a little diamond painting that she did, that she worked on. I thought that was so sweet. So I have gotten a few diamond paintings. I haven't finished any of them, but I hope to at some time. Oh, there's a sticker in here from the Crafty Chick, from Stephanie. So she must make stickers too. She must. I don't know for sure. You'd have to check. But anyways, I had gotten those in there. And then I will show you, I received from Linda, who was at the table, we received a bag and we had some candy in there, which I've already eaten. And she had these cute little frogs. Just little frogs that she gave us. They're little acrylic frogs. I thought they were kind of cute. It's the only kind of frogging you really want to do at a retreat or anywhere, you know. Anyways, I got those. And then these things, they're very strong magnetic items. Woo, they keep going. And what you do is you take your project and you roll up your fabric and you can tie it in there to kind of keep your fabric out of the way. And she gave us a bunch of these cards. They're project cards. You got a bunch of those. Anyways, that was fun. It's always fun to get a little bag of surprises. Then from Ruth, she was another one at the table, and she gave us these. She gave us all these little bags. It's a little plastic container. You open it up, and she had made these cute, pretty things. She made these. She got the beads and the charms. So you can use it as a keychain. You could use it as a zipper pull. Any way you want. And I love purple, so it's one of my favorite colors. I actually like a lot of different colors, but purple and burgundies and pinks, that's what I like. And then we had gotten one of these. Now I heard somebody say they have such trouble with these, with any kind of needle threader, like these kind. And my friend from the Nerdy Magpie, Bonnie, she told me this tip where you just put a little drop of super glue on the end of this and let it dry. And it'll last a lot longer than when you don't. So that's just a nice little tip. My friend Bonnie told me you should watch her channel, her and her husband work on their floss tubes together, and they do a really good job. I enjoy watching them. I do watch them every week. I also watch Oh, my mind just went blank. I also watch Let's Keep Stitching with Pam and Stephanie. And I watch other ones too. I just don't have them all written down, so I better not try and remember all the names, and I'll have to do that some other time. Maybe I'll do a floss tube of all the different floss tubes that I have watched, ones that I'd like to watch, ones that I do watch. So yeah. Then someone else at the table. So I was here, we had Ruth, Linda, and then I already told you about Stephanie and Kayla. And then we had Bertha at the table, and she was so sweet. She gave us all these little things. She gave us this little thing that she made. She's also scrapbooks. And she put a little Ghirardelli chocolate in there. And she also gave us this little baggie of fun stuff. You open it up. You got this little cute tin. She made a sticker and put it on there of the 307 Stitch Retreat, which is so neat to get little trinkets and little things about that has the name of the retreat that you're on and stuff that you're at. That's a really good idea for a table gift, something like that. So I think I might use that idea. And then right here, it says 307 Stitch Retreat, Sheridan, Wyoming, made with love by Bertha. And that's the sticker on the back. And you open up this little tin, and she has this loaded with such cute stuff. Oh my goodness. I was so excited. Open this up, and here it's magnetic on the top, so you can put a needle, and she put a needle there. This little piece comes out, so she must have, you know, I've seen people make little things with their, what do they call them? Those little things that make little plastic things, those 3D printers. Yeah, 3D printers. And they make these little things. Oh, that'd be so neat. But inside here, we have this with a little pin in here. I think that's so cute. Cute little decoration. And she had these that has a bunch of charms and some buttons, which, what a great idea. How cute is that? It says 2026, so you can put your, your date your projects and your buttons. And she had 3 little, oh my goodness, this is adorable. 3 little circle things, and she added red, white, and black. No, that must be like a really dark blue, I'm wondering. No, it's black. But look at that. Isn't that so cute? Oh my goodness. I just thought that was adorable. Then we have a little jar with some little tiny red buttons. She put a ribbon on there. She really put a lot of thought and effort into this. I thought, wow. And we got a couple of the needle threaders as well, which is great. And don't forget the little trick of putting a little dab of glue, super glue on there. It'll last a whole lot longer. So anyways, I was pretty excited with those little fun things as we were opening them, and everybody loved the project bags I made. I was so happy about that, because it's kind of hard to make project bags and then you're like, which ones should I bring? Because what if this isn't their style? And I kind of wanted to do like a theme from the retreat and stuff, and I just didn't have time. I had a lot going on, a lot on our plates. So we just weren't able to do that. So those were the little gifts that I got from everybody. Then, let's see here. At the retreat, I worked on a couple of things. And I'm going to show you this, which I have shown you often. And I meant to take this out, and I forgot. But I didn't do a lot on it, but I did some. And it's this one that my friend had given me, Bonnie from the Nerdy Magpie. She gave it to me as a birthday gift one year. She gave me the fabric and the pattern and the floss, and oh, I was so excited. And I'm still excited. Still excited. So this, I'm gonna put, let's see, I don't have, I wonder if I just stick this behind it. So I got a little bit of the brown stuff done. So I didn't get much done, but I worked on that at the cross stitch retreat. I met a lot of neat people at the cross stitch retreat. I met Debbie McNabb, and she does the fun one cross stitch retreat that she did in Hot Springs, I think last year. And I'm not sure if she's doing one this year or not. I saw she gave everybody that wanted one this about her cross stitch retreat, but I do believe it had to be canceled. I'm not sure why, but it's definitely one you can check out in case I am wrong. And but I do think she had to cancel it, so maybe she'll have to do it later on if she's going to do it, or if she just, I'm not sure. I have no idea why. No idea why. I hope all is okay. So anyways, I worked on that at the retreat, and then I also worked on the little fairy, well, the big fairy that I'm working on for my granddaughter Rose, that I'll turn into a pillow eventually. Okay, I'm trying to put this away. Make sure. And here is the pattern that I'm working on. This one. And I changed the color of her hair to a blondish color, kind of more like Rose's color. And I've gotten this much done so far. I did all of her hair, and I did the eyelashes. Oh man, when I put the eyelashes on, I was so excited. My heart was just really happy. I was like, oh, this is so cute. So I'm very excited to get this done and to be able to give that to my granddaughter. Let's see. Then, after that, a few weeks later after the retreat, a week or so, actually when I came back from the retreat, my other son, Ben, he was here visiting for the 4th of July. And my sister and her son also came to visit for the 4th of July. And we had so much fun. We went to the rodeo, we went to the parade, because of course, living in Cody, Wyoming, they do a big deal, big, huge deal for the 4th of July. I mean, it is amazing. If you want to have a great 4th of July and have some family fun, come on over here to Cody, Wyoming, and you'll definitely find the fun. But we went to the rodeo, went to a parade, went to the Buffalo Bill Museum, we went to the movies, we watched the fireworks, and it was really a lot of fun. We were really had a good time. Really good time. So my husband works at Mercury Leatherworks, and it's a beautiful store. They do leather work, they sell hats, they have jewelry, they have silver buckles and stuff like that. And during the 4th of July, they have a couple of people that come in that they sell their products all year long, but they come in and they do some of their custom work, kind of like a trunk show. So Nick Cunningham from the Bad Bronc was there. I actually got one of the rings. I got this ring. He does custom jewelry, and that was so much fun. I love to see his work. He's got some pretty cool stuff. And then Ernie Marsh was there. He's a silversmith. Actually, I was going to show you some of their Facebook pages. I know the Bad Bronc. Oh, if I can get my thing to work. Bad Bronc. Hopefully this is it. Get the, yep, this is his Facebook page, the Bad Bronc. And he makes some pretty cool far out jewelry and stuff, like just kind of wild stuff, different things. Let's see. He makes hat pins, he makes bracelets, jewelry, and everything. It's really neat. This time he didn't really work at the table where he was at during the 4th of July, but he has done that in the past, and that's really neat to see as he's working and making his chains and stuff. He makes some really neat chains. I don't have a chain yet, and I would like to chain link. I'm trying to look at this one. That's kind of cool. It's a guitar that he made, but that's not the chain. Anyways, and here is some of his work. That's the stuff that is at Mercury Leatherworks, of the things that he makes, the chains and stuff. But this is the first piece I have gotten all four years that I've been to here at the Mercury Leatherworks. They for the 4th of July, he's been here, and this is the first time I got one of his pieces of jewelry. So, and then Ernie Marsh, let me see. Ernie Marsh is a silversmith. He makes belt buckles and very, very talented. Very talented for you to see what he does. He lives in the area. Let's see here. He does. This is an Ernie Marsh. Let me see. Look at this piece that he did. It's not jewelry. Makes bits and spurs and belt buckles, and my husband had gotten a belt buckle, but he's got that. I'm trying to see some of this stuff. I'm trying to find something that would be easy to show you on here. There's another one up here. It's got kind of a dark background, so hopefully you can see it okay. But here's another one that he did. Isn't that gorgeous? You can kind of see, can you see it with the reflection on there? But anyways, that was our 4th of July. It's a big deal. And Mercury Leatherworks is the store where my husband works at, and Haley and Trajan own the store, and they do beautiful work too. This is their store. It's downtown Cody, Wyoming. And here's Nick. Here's Nick when he was there, Mercury Leatherworks, for the 4th. But you gotta see this gorgeous purse that Trajan had made. Here's a with alligator. Gorgeous. Ernie Marsh did the silver work on that. But if you come to Cody, you'll have to check out Mercury Leatherworks, and in there you will definitely see the works of, you know, Trajan and my husband doing their leather work. And then also they have Ernie Marsh's buckle in there, and they buckles and stuff in there, and then they have Nick Cunningham's jewelry that he's made. But anyways, we did that. So on the 4th of July that week, I did not get any stitching done. So yeah, go figure. There's a lot going on. Then on the 6th, my granddaughter had to have brain surgery, and she did very well. She did very well. She was in the hospital for a little less than a week, and her surgery, I don't know, it's really hard when your 2-year-old granddaughter is going in for brain surgery. It's just, your mind just starts thinking, oh, this and that and stuff. And she came out of the surgery, and it took a few days for her to, obviously, it would take anybody even more than 2 days. But it took her a few days to kind of get, a little bit aware of things. Well, she was sore, of course, first, but she did so well, and she's doing so well. My husband and I went the very next week. So after she was home for a day, we had gone over to stay with my daughter and her family and just kind of be there for support and help out when we can. And it was just amazing to see my little 2-year-old granddaughter walking around as if, I'm like, wow. But I mean, there are things she has to be careful with, and everything with the stitches and stuff in the back and over here and stuff. But she is doing phenomenal. She's doing really well, which is just a blessing. Really happy about that. She has turned 3 now. So yesterday was her birthday, and she is 3 years old, but she was 2 when she had the surgery on the 6th. So that's kind of what we've been dealing with, all these health issues with family and stuff. But I have some other stitching to show you. Let's see, I showed you this, and I showed you the 2 that I worked on the cross stitch retreat. And let's see, I've got some other things that I purchased at the cross stitch retreat I wanted to show you. But I also want to show you this one that I'm working on. I got this after I came home from the cross stitch retreat. It is Rosy Dreams by Robin Pickens, and I think I'm gonna make the house be a pink, like a bright pink color. I love kind of a play on my granddaughter's name, Rose, and I started on this. So that's why I when I see Rose stuff, I haven't got a lot done, but these are all the colors that'll be on here. Okay, there we go. All the colors there, you see. And I got part of the rose done. I'm trying to get it to a point where I can do some fill-in. So I'm getting that ready because I do plan on going to a cross-stitch retreat in Casper, and I want to get several different projects where I got fill-ins to do while I'm at the retreat. So I will do that, and I'm going to show you. I have been using Markup RXP. My friend Bonnie from the Nerdy Magpie helped me get this all figured out because I was having trouble figuring it out and all that. But anyways, this is how it looks, and that red part is what I've gotten done so far. So you can, I'm going to turn it sideways. So you can make it to where you can make it big so you can see real close. Sorry for the glare. And then right up here, I like these 3 buttons. Yeah. It's great. The one, when you do a row or you do some that you've already done, you can press this markup right here and then touch all the ones that you've done, and you can keep track of what you have done. And just, I love it. It's been really good. It's nice to have. And that's Markup RXP. So I have that I'm working on. I am also, let's see, I think that, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I cannot find it. It's just a minute. Somebody's at the door. Hello, I'm back. I know it was just a second for you guys, but it was a few minutes for me, which is just somebody coming for washing windows, see if we wanted to have them wash windows. So, but anyways, let's see, where was I? I was at the cross stitch retreat, oh, I know. I was talking about this one that I am working on, and I could not find my project. I know I have it. I mean, I have the beads and the thread right here, and I have, the beads and like metallic thread or Krynic. I think that's what it's called, Krynic, yeah. And then I have all the thread here and that, but I can't find the project, but that's okay. because I think I have an idea where it is and it's just a little bit tough to get to, so I will bring that out next time. So I got that done. So I also want to talk about, at the cross stitch retreat, Jenny, she was so generous. It was so neat, everything that we did and have fun. And I tell you, the food was phenomenal. It was really good. I was really pleased with the food. We had good choices, good food, lots of fun. And then, so when we checked in, we all got one of these bags, one of these little envelope bags. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me go quickly grab something that we had gotten from her that I want to show you. We had each gotten a bracelet. Everybody got different colors, and I had gotten this blue turquoisey type looking one. And it is so pretty. I wore it the whole time. Lots of us wore it the whole time. I loved it. I absolutely love it. Lots of fun. It matches a lot of stuff that I have and what I wear, so I was pretty excited about that. And inside here, we also got, you know that drink, Nectar Calm? There was actually one of those packets in here. I was so excited. I know I probably sounded like a crazy woman, but I was so excited about it because I had been looking at those ads for Nectar Calm and wanted to try it. So I was really excited when it was there. And I drank that and it was really good. So I went ahead and bought some. So I don't know. We got some floss drops that somebody made. I don't know if Jenny made them herself or if she had someone do that. We got a sticker. Well, we got these cards that we could use, and I loved this one. I love to take photos. I am a scrapbooker as well. I haven't scrapbooked in a long time, but I do want to get kind of back into it a little bit, but keep with my cross stitch, that's for sure, because I love my cross stitch. But anyways, this card was a handmade card, and it says, life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if it don't work out, just take another shot. How wonderful is that? That was perfect. Definitely something I loved. So I was really excited to get that one as well. Then we have this envelope, and it's another card, and it's just really pretty. It's just a really pretty card. It's got a bird on here, and a blank card, and you can send somebody a nice sweet note. And I love getting mail. Oh my goodness, I love getting happy mail. I don't get very much of it, but I do. When I was a teenager, I used to write letters all the time. You can ask my friend Bonnie. I've known her since we were like in elementary, and she moved when we were going into junior high, I think it was, or 6th grade or something. I can't remember if it was 6th or 7th grade. And I wrote her all the time. She will definitely tell you that. And then we got one of these things, and it is like a zipper pull type thing. Isn't that cute? So we got that, and inside, she didn't have a designer at the retreat. However, we were all surprised with this, something that was made and designed just for her store. And she gave us all one of these. Saddle Up You, exclusive design for the Cross Stitch Emporium by Annie Turner, the proper stitcher. How cute is that? And one of the ladies, Stephanie, at our table, actually started this and finished it at the retreat. And it came with these 2 charms. It's a little boot and a 2026. And I decided to get fabric and thread for it, all the threads. So cute. Does call for several threads, but I got from the Red Thicket. Summer was there selling her fabrics at the retreat, which you should check her out. And I'll put a little picture up on the top too. This is called Winifred, and I thought I'd put it on this because Stephanie put it on an orange fabric, and I thought, wow, that looks so fantastic. So I had to kind of do what she did. Why not? And this is all of the floss. I had gotten all the floss for it. There's some Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works, and some what do you call it? DMC with it. I'm gonna put it against the fabric so you can see. I know this video is a little bit long, but it has been a long time since I have been on here, so I figured you wouldn't mind. I am thinking, yeah, I'm thinking I switched out, oh, I don't know what I did. Let's see, here we go. But this is all of the colors, the thread colors. If I can do this without having them all fall, like they did last time. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of way to get this all so I can show colors. I know a lot of people have them on their rings and stuff, but I haven't gotten that far to it yet. And sometimes, sometimes I don't take them off and put them on a floss drop or anything. I just want to get the project started. Look at those colors. I just think they're so neat. So anyways, I have this in the project binder that my friend Bonnie from the Nerdy Magpie made for me. She knows I love Betty Boop. She made this binder for me. Isn't that cute? I mean, if you love Betty Boop, I think it's adorable. So, and I have the project in there. And then there's another pocket in here for another one. Just waiting for another one for me to put together. So we got that. Then towards the end of the retreat, Jenny walked around and gave everybody an extra gift, thanking us for coming. And I was like, wow. She gave us all this stuff in here, gave us good food. We had so much fun, enjoyed meeting new people, and then she gave us another gift. Wow, I was like surprised. So we got it in this bag, in a bag like this, and it was wrapped in this pretty tissue paper, at least mine, because they're all different tissue paper, and other ones were pretty too. And she was just handing them out. But look at this. Look at this. Okay, on the back it has the Cross Stitch Emporium, Front Porch Peddler Company. So that must be the company she got this from. But look at this. Look at this. And it's got floss winders, whatever you call them. And those are made out of acrylic, but this is wood right here. I thought this might be a needle minder. Oh, it doesn't come out. It's not a needle minder, but you can stick your needle on here and it'll be magnetically stay on there. And then it had these, I should have opened this, sorry about that. Wasting time on here, precious, valuable time. Oh. But I was just like loving it. There's 6 of them in here, or 5. There's 5. They're these little tiny things. Look at those little needles on there. And you just put there's 5 of them. So you put 5 on there, and then you have scissors here. And you can probably buy more of these if you want. So, I mean, thank you, Jenny. This is so cute. And I love, love, love the pattern, the flowering pattern on here. That was pretty exciting. So we all loved it. Everybody at our table were so surprised and just happy, and not everybody got the same design on here. I'm trying to remember what other designs there were, and they were all really, really nice. But I have to say, I got the one I would have picked. I would have, that if I had a choice, that's what I would have picked. So I was extremely surprised and happy about that. Then I did purchase some things at the retreat. Like I said, Summer was there from Red Thicket, and I had gotten the orange fabric, and then I had also gotten, and I think that I said the orange fabric color was Winifred. Then I had gotten this one. It's called Ubelit. I'm not sure. However you say that, Ubelit. It's 18 count, and it's a fat quarter, but it's so pretty. So pretty. The only time I ever buy fabric is when I find a really, really good deal online and when I'm at a cross stitch retreat. Now, however, I did join Summer's monthly club, which was really nice. And I had to stop for a little while. That things were just going real busy, and I just needed to stop for a little bit, but I plan to join again at some point. But when I was there, I made up for the months that I'm not buying. So I had to stop for a little bit. But this one is 18 count Aida, and the color is Haven. So I do mainly cross stitch on Aida. I do 14, 16, and 18 count. This one I got Atomic Ranch Fabrics, and this is called Marsh, and it's 16 count Aida. I thought that was so pretty. So pretty. But I made up for not being on the Fabric of the Month Club for a little bit. So I had to kind of slow down. I don't have a lot of fancy fabric and stuff and dyed and stuff. I do dabble in dyeing my own fabric. I haven't for a while. It takes a little bit of time, and I don't really know when I have the time to do that, and I just haven't been able to. And then Becky, I'm trying to remember her last name. Becky was there, and she had her project bags and her little bags that she sells, and oh, it's so hard to pick and choose, and I only got a few, so I was being careful. Let's see here. I'm going to find her. Becky Martin Stevens is her name. And she makes beautiful bags and project bags and stuff. I saw this post that she had put on, and look at this fabric. Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, for America's $250, I'd love to get that set. But I had bought one of these for me and one for my mom. I got a 4th of July one and a flower one for my mom. But this is a cute little bag. You can do so much with this bag. You open it up like this, and it opens up real nice. Look at that fabric in there. Isn't that cute? But anyways, you can put your scissors and your floss and some findings or whatever you want to put in here and stuff. But you can also use it as a makeup bag. You can put if you're diabetic, you can put some diabetic supplies in this. You can put color crayons or markers and all that kind of stuff in this cute little bag. It's just a cute, fun bag. Then I got, let's see, did I get this one to match it? This one kind of matches it. It's just the blue version, I think. Oh, no, not the blue. Is it? Yeah, the blue version of the white one. So this. And this is the bag. Open it up. You got your, in there. So I got this. Then I got this one. I do like 4th of July. I do like patriotic patterns and quilts and all that stuff. I forget what these are called. Maybe you could write down here or message in here what the name of this bag is called. I forget the style of bag it's called. So those are the 2 project bags and the little mini bag that I purchased at the retreat. Then she had a smalls exchange, which I was not able to participate. Kind of bummed about that, but that's okay. Next time, maybe I can. And then she also had a project bag exchange, and I did participate in that. And I got this from Becky Peterson at the Cross Stitch Retreat. Look at this. Cute polka dots, but in here, look at that. And it's such a good size. It's huge. It'll be perfect for my bigger projects. I don't have a lot of big project bags, so I was pretty excited to get this one. This will be so perfect for, I don't know, maybe a Plum Street sampler. Got to get one kitted up, put it in here. Yeah, I'm ready to do that. So I think that's pretty much everything about the Cross Stitch Retreat. Also, someone gave me one of these. Oops, not that. Isn't that cute? It's those, you can put your threads in here. But yeah, got that. Then, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this treat that I am so excited to have. I've been trying to eat better and I'm like, but I like chocolate. So this, I don't know if you've ever had this, Quest. It has 11 grams of protein in it. It is 13 carbs minus your 4 fiber. So it's only 9 carbs for 2 peanut butter cups. It has 11 grams of protein. It's really good. I'm gonna have one after a bit. So anyways, I am going to show you a few purchases that I have made. Those were at the retreat. The purchases that I did, that I showed you here, were at the retreat. These are ones that I just made kind of, you know, whenever. Except for I did do this one at the retreat. I should show this first. So like I said, Jenny opened a store, the Cross Stitch Emporium. And it's definitely a place you need to go check out. And if you can't go, then check her out online because she has an online store. And she has a store in a box. So she goes to retreats and brings her store. It's really neat. So I got, at her store, I bought 2 more fabrics. I kind of went a little crazy on the fabric because I don't have a lot of fabric that are dyed and stuff, and I just have white or cream, and I just don't have time to do the to dye it right now. And so I bought this at her store. This one is Frappuccino 16 count from Be Stitch Me. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And this one, oh, let's see. Yep, that one's 16 count. This one is also 16 count, and it's called Amanda, and it's from Grace Notes Fabric. It's very pretty as well. It's a pink, which I have 4 granddaughters, so I am sure I will be using that at some point in time to make something pink. Then I like Nerge hoops. I like all different kinds of hoops, but I love Nerge hoops. It works real well for me. I got a small one. I needed one. And then I had gotten some needles. And I got this little thing. She has in the corner a section that it's like a $1 treasure box, and you can buy stuff for $1 in there. And I think she donates it to I don't know, she donates it to like the animal shelter, I think. Needle Little Love. Isn't that cute? You open it up and it's a needle holder. It's magnetic. I got that for $1. And I get 2 more patterns for $1. Yep. This one, it was a shepherd's bush pattern for $1. I mean, can't go wrong there. But there was even a little bit of thread in there. Probably not enough to do the project, but hey. And this one I was really excited about because I had seen Jenny work on this, and it's the first time I'd seen this pattern was when Jenny was working on it and showing it on her Flosstube. And my granddaughter, Eliana, who had the brain surgery, loves bunnies. So I wanted to get this one so bad. And it was in her dollar bin. I was so excited. I was like, oh my word. I was really excited. Really, really excited. And I think my granddaughter will love it. So, then, oops. And then I told you before I got the Vicki Clayton some fabric. No, not fabric. Vicki Clayton silk thread. And I just kind of wanted to see what it was like. And she had a little kit there for like $27. And I thought, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I've never did it before, never used silk before. So I got this one. And I didn't realize, I love the colors on there. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get that. Yeah, well, apparently it was for a pattern that you can purchase called English Rose. So anyways, I got this and I can use it for another pattern. So that is fine. That is fine. That's one thing that I have thought might be kind of neat to do is find another pattern and find a color chart that you like and take that color chart and transfer those colors to the pattern that you want and see how it looks, you know, because like maybe one pattern is like an all blue color and you're kind of wanting a burgundy look. You can find a pattern that's all burgundy colors and maybe you don't want to do that pattern, but you take the colors and you put it into the other pattern that you want to do and see how it would turn out. So that is what I got, and I dropped something down there, so I'm gonna go grab that and see what it is and if it's anything to be shown. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Okay, this is called Prairie Tactical Stitcher. And they're floss drops that they made. So I guess I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna check out what it's all about. Prairie Tactical Stitcher. Maybe it's a Flosstube, maybe it's an Etsy shop, maybe, who knows? I'm just gonna find out. So I got that. Let's see here. Then also I saw somebody do this pattern and I just really wanted it because it's another bunny one. Yep. Eliana will like it. She's gonna get kind of a few bunnies, I think. But somebody had a color conversion and it was more like a pinks and purples and purpley, but still the bunny looked like a bunny color. And the conversion color is so pretty. So pretty. I do not have all of the floss yet to do the conversion color, and once I do, I will come on here and show you and get that all done. Another purchase that I have, I was so excited to get. I was so happy I waited so long. Of course, I know everybody waited. A lot of people waited to get the Lady of the Flag and Queen of Freedom. And I had ordered it. and I was really happy it showed up. I was pretty excited. I got it. I wasn't sure if, you know, it was gonna come. It just always felt like, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? But I got it. I'm excited. So there we go. I have all of the beads, and so I got the beads for it all. And that one has, like, yeah, all the beads and the 2 patterns. Of course, we all know what it looks like. This is the one I'm gonna work on first. There is a color conversion I would like to do, and I'm hoping that the beads that I bought for it will at least work mostly with the color conversion. If not, I will figure out what to do. And on top of it, she gave everybody a needle minder. It was on the receipt, and she had made a needle minder for everyone. I don't know if they all look alike, but this is the one that I got. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. So I have it right here, put it all together, keep it in the bag so I know exactly where it is when I'm ready to work on it. But anyways, I think, oh wait, you know what? There is something else I wanted to tell you about. I am a member of a couple of Patreons. My friend Bonnie from the Nerdy Magpie told me about Annabella's. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of fun. I went ahead and joined, and there is so much that she has to offer. And so I got that. And then I also saw that Sweet Wing Studio, I think that's what it's called, has a Patreon. And I thought, you know, I like some of their patterns. I think I'm gonna check them out. So I went on there, and so I did just 1 month of it so far, and there's a good amount, and I like it. It's a couple of them I really love. So I'm excited to, you know, get that all kitted up and work on that. But let me see. I think I can show you a few things off of it that I got. So what I've been doing is I make a copy of everything. I save it in my files, and then I make a copy, and I put it in a binder, and then I get page protectors and put it in. So Annabella's has, so she starts out with giving you a calendar. So there's a calendar here, at least for the one that I had gotten. So she gave me a calendar. I got project bag tags that you can make. You print them out, cut them out. Super cute. She gave us thread drops, floss tags. She gave us bookmarkers that you can print out. You can print it in heavy stock, or you can laminate it and have a pretty, really pretty bookmarkers. She has recipe cards that you can print off and cut up and use. And she has a recipe of Southern sweet tea and 4 patterns for July. I thought that was so cute. One of the patterns says Stitching in Sunshine, one says Stitch Happy, one says Sweet Tea Season, and one says Porch Days and Sweet Tea Ways. It was really, really, really a lot of stuff. I was pretty excited. So I love that one. And then the Sweet Wings Studio, she has a collection that she's kind of like putting freebies on. So she has a collection that she's looking through that. But the one that I really liked, let's see if there's a picture of it, that she gave for the Patreon, I thought was sweet, was called How Marvelous, How Wonderful is My Savior's Love for Me. I thought that was very nice. So I have that printed out, and maybe I can get that done at some time. But anyways, I believe that is everything. You should see my table. It is filled with all the stuff that I've been wanting to talk to you about. Oh, I was going to show you this. I had gotten the bag from the 307 Stitch Retreat. I just kind of went all out, and I got a t-shirt. They had so many colors to choose from. It wasn't just black or blue or whatever. I mean, you could do green and burgundies and pinks and yellows, and there were so many colors that we were able to choose from, and that was a lot of fun. And my calendar, so filled up. I literally have not been this busy in a very long time. So I'm hoping to be able to get more stitching done. My plan is to get more stitching done, get ready for the cross stitch retreat in Casper. Stitching on the Range, I think it's called. I think that's what it's called. And I'm possibly thinking about going to one in Forsyth, Montana. So I have signed up, and it's going to be in the end of October, and I'm hoping to possibly go to that one as well. This is kind of my year for cross stitch retreats. It's been good to be able to go. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm enjoying meeting new people. I get more done at the retreats, honestly. At least this year I have been. In other retreats, I'm usually up and about and talking all the time. But this last retreat, I kind of stitched a little bit more than I usually do. And I think I just needed it. I just needed it. Sometimes when I'm at home, I don't allow myself to sit down and cross stitch. I'm like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, and running and doing this. And I was like, I don't have time, but I need to make time, because I think it's really good for me. I think it helps me slow down. It helps me just kind of think of all the things and just relax, calm down, and do what I need to do. So, oh, and another thing that I am doing is I had a tooth broke on me pretty bad a while back. And they're saying that my bite is just changing so much and shifting and moving around that I'm going to be, if I don't do something about it, it can break off some of my teeth. So I am getting an Invisalign. So I'm hoping that it does not affect me talking too much, and that I can still do, I'm sure I'll still be able to do some floss tubes, and I really want to do them. I really want to continue doing this. It might take me a little bit to get used to them on my teeth, they said. So we'll see. You wear them 22 hours out of 24 hours. So you eat, brush your teeth, put them back on. And you cannot eat with them. You can drink water, basically. Clear liquids is what I'm understanding, or just water. I'm not sure. I'll get them in a couple weeks, so we'll see how that all goes. I'm hoping it'll fix the problem, and then after that, then they'll fix this tooth here, either with a bridge or a crown, or I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to do something. So anyways, that's my update for me. So yay. I had braces 2 or 3 times when I was younger, and now I'm doing it again as an adult. I'm like, what's going to keep me from this happening again, And I'll have to wear a retainer every night. I don't have to wear it during the day, but every night I'll have to wear a retainer. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. When you spend this much money on it, you just definitely don't want it to go back. Excuse me, go back to the problem that you originally had. But anyways, if you have stayed this long for my floss tube, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you some good ideas and tell you some things you didn't know, and just thank you so much for just being here. If you can like and subscribe and share my channel, I would appreciate it. It would be nice. And please leave a comment. I'd like to know what you think. I'd like to know your ideas about silk floss and what is your favorite silk floss and why you like it so much. And also, if you're planning to go on to a retreat, go ahead and put it down there and tell me what retreat you're going to. And well, you don't have to tell me what retreat, or tell me one you've been to if you want, and tell me what you liked about it so much. My retreats have been very, very fulfilling. I have loved it. I'm thankful that I can go. I know not everybody can go. And I always try to make it to the Jingle Ball. That's a lot of fun. I wanted to go to the spring one, but I was going to be taking care of my daughter and helping her out with Eliana and Caitlin, my older granddaughter. She's not my oldest. Leona is my oldest, and then Caitlin is the older daughter of my daughter, Eliana's sister, and I had a lot of fun with her. We had a lot of fun. So we sometimes make these little videos and then do some little we add stuff to them, you know, whatever you call it. Oh, my mind is blank. I cannot remember. I wish I had someone who could bounce it off of me. You're probably all yelling at me, telling me what it is, and I can't hear you. But anyways, yeah, we had a fun time. We made little videos, and she wanted to earn money. So we did different things to help her earn money, and she was saving up, and so we had a really good time. We were glad to be there, glad that Ellie was doing so well that it was amazing. It's amazing that kids can bounce back from a surgery like that. They do say kids bounce back a whole lot faster than adults, which makes a lot of sense. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good week and you get a lot of stitching done. Thank you. Bye.